My name's Nicole Brending, and I'm the writer and director of the film Dollhouse, the Eradication of Female Subjectivity from American Popular Culture. It's the story of fictional child pop star Junie Spoons and her rise and fall to fame, as told by the people that knew her best, her narcissistic mother, her unscrupulous record label executive, and others. And it kind of looks at the mechanisms governing misogyny in America these days for women. Thematically, I think the dolls, they're very relevant to the pop culture aspect, but I also think there's something about how you can take risks with dolls that you just can't do in live action if you're going to satirize certain things. If I was doing this film with people, it would just be way too heavy. Some of the, there's cum shots. There's, there's sex tapes, there's, some pretty brutal stuff going on, and it would not be palatable, I think, to an audience. I kind of thought, I'll just make some dolls and do this in my apartment by myself and kind of figure it out. And there was a real learning curve with the dolls. I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials for that, and there were a lot of failed doll attempts. Another thing that I guess really kind of took over my life was the fact that my apartment was covered in paper mache and glue and bits of fabric. So I started referring to it as the Michael's Craft Project from hell. There were some real challenges. I shot it myself. I operated the puppets primarily by myself. So I was in a lot of yoga contortion configurations trying to get shot sometimes, but the real challenge was dealing with Junie's personality, I think. So J.O. and I have been working together for about 11 years now, I think. We did our first score together, so he'd never scored a movie before he worked with me, and our first movie was with dolls, actually. It was our first doll movie, and this is our second doll movie, but he's done all of my film scores since then. So we've collaborated a lot, and we have a pretty good system that we feel good about. So I wrote the lyrics to the songs, so Junie's got her original hits, and what I do is I sing them very poorly into GarageBand, and then I email them to him, and then he creates the track around it, and then we have a professional sing it, like my friend Maggie Morrison, who's a brilliant singer. Don't be afraid to take risks, and don't stop.